Okay, you may be wondering why it took so long for this video to come out. Well, we did a bit of a whoopsie, and my audio for this episode didn't record. So I've had to cut down to only the most essential story beats and redub my audio. I only redubbed the voice acting bits. Any of my dialogue you'll either have to extrapolate from context, clues, or read the little blurb on screen. It shouldn't hinder the viewing experience, though, since you're here to see Hyperbat's reaction, and he's perfectly audible. Without further ado, let's jump in.
It's what I must do, but I feel a little sorry to see how tattered the bear got. Expression of happy teddy bear. That was, like, suspiciously easy. Okay.
Whew. Got a ton of books for you, Malkuth.
I don't remember what voice I was doing for Malkuth, so we're just, fucking around, I guess. By the way, I told you that this is my third life, right?
Oh, yeah, you've been thinking about your previous lives? By the way, I heard from Angela that this place is related to Lobotomy Corporation somehow. Is that really true?
It's not just related somehow. I was an AI in charge of the control team in Lobotomy Corporation.
AI? As in artificial intelligence? Hold on a sec. You're an AI? Just like Angela?
Sorry, my wording was a little off. I wasn't a real AI. I was a human whose brain was restored for a second chance, if anything.
Sheesh. I was worried for a second that this place violated the AI ethics amendment even more than just one time. The head could come burn this place to the ground at any moment if that were the case.
You mean the institution that manages the city?
Yepper, that head. They usually like to stay awful quiet, but when they do have work, they're scarily thorough and quick about it. Or so I've heard, you know?
You're so casual, aren't you? I thought we were having a serious conversation here.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I've gone through all kinds of stuff, so my priorities tended to be a bit unusual. It's not like I was trying to ignore what you were saying or anything, Malkuth. I'm sorry if I made you feel bad.
You have a rather unique personality, Roland.
It was all part of my survival strategy. Anyway, back to your past. You said you used to be the boss of the control team back in Lobotomy Corp, right?
That's right, and now I'm in charge of history here, as you can see. So I started out by tracing back in my own history, very, very slowly. Would you like to have a listen?
And not a fan of long and convoluted stories.
Hey, don't be such a mood killer. You're supposed to agree here.
Well, why bother asking if you're gonna tell me the story anyway?
You know what? You got me there. Anyways, I was ordered to work in Lobotomy Corp as the head of the control team, bearing all my flaws. I was given a role to play soon as I woke up, not realizing who I truly was, but with my heart still aching from the unresolved pain and regret from my past, almost about to burst. Just like that, I kept doing inhumane acts for Lobotomy Corp. I didn't even question what I was doing, since it was all just work to me. It felt like a calling, even. The only thing guiding me was a vague feeling that something went wrong, because I didn't try hard enough. My twisted sense of effort pushed many into peril. I forced others into following my selfish standards, like a fretful child.
Must have been rough for you, being told to work like that without knowing what you were really getting into. Did your memories naturally come back after working in Lobotomy Corp for a while, or...?
It's more like... It'd be more correct to say I was reminded of them. My life at Lobotomy Corp was actually my second. And when my emotions finally erupted while working there, I could remember my first life. All the mistakes and faults I had made, and regret. I could understand why I'd been so obsessed with trying hard. Turns out what I really wanted was recognition. Look, I'm trying so hard. I'm a useful person. I never knew how to stand up without leaning on someone else. After I vented out all my emotions, the inner struggle that had been haunting me for so long finally dissolved. I found redemption for my first life during my second. Oh, did I skip something on accident? Okay, yeah, we're good.
Alright, so let me get this straight. You did something wrong, which you regretted so much, and died. Somehow came back to life and got another job, and the big lump of regret in your heart eventually got resolved in a turn of events.
I guess that's one way to put it.
Hold on for a moment. Let's say that everything else makes sense, since it's the city we're talking about. But who revived you, and for what reason? Just to give you that enlightenment?
Maybe, so that I can let out all my resentment and sorrow. That I can find redemption. Oh, don't delude yourself, Malkuth.
Whoa, jeez, you scared me for a sec. Were you listening to all of this?
Your salvation was never in his interests. He only did it as a means to find his own redemption. I wasn't the one using you. It was him. He used all of you just to satisfy himself. I can't bear to hear any more of this nonsense. Angela. So I need you to fall asleep. What's with those faces? It's the rest you all longed for. Oh, I got confused. It's the rest you all longed for. We can't let you do that. We've worked so hard to make this happen. Huh. Worked hard. How funny. Would you really call what you've done working hard? Hard work? What?
We're not going to sit still and let you take away our light.
Our light?
You're not the boss, and I would never listen to you even if you were.
Of course you won't. You're still loyal to that man.
I won't let you rob me of the meaning I finally found!
No one is by my side, as I expected.
Do not feel so lonesome now. I shall stand by your side if no one else wills to. Damn it, Bina, even in the end, you're... This must be yet another consequence of his actions. I simply acknowledge all events as valid.
I would have shed a tear of gratitude for you, if I could. Is it okay to pause here for a second and look at the art here? Because this is what is really fascinating to me. What the fuck is that? I mean, obviously we have the different secretaries. What are they called? Yeah, patron librarians, thank you. But, I mean, first of all, if these are all patron librarians, there's a lot of them that we have not met yet. Holy cow. These machines are also interesting to me because obviously in the library they have bodies, like physical bodies. So, and I mean, I would probably know more about this if I had played Lobotomy Corp, but I mean, the fact that they can have physical bodies in the library, but not in what I presume is Lobotomy Corp is like, I mean, something funky is going on there, I think. I still just, what the fuck is this? Because it's got a similar color palette to this guy. So, like, maybe it's connected to him, but also a sword. Huh. Well, there's this thing in the foreground, so... Which, honestly, based off of this thing in the foreground and what this is, I think that's probably intentional. That they don't want you to know what it is yet, because we haven't... Like, we have not even heard of a fucking sword yet. You know, so they don't... I feel like that's going to be a reveal later that they didn't want to give away. But, I mean, obviously, it's... So if you'd played Lobotomy Corporation, you would know about it. Yeah. But, I mean, still, like, you can't ignore the fact that they very deliberately covered up the hilt. You know? Also, I mean, like, are all of these, were they all people at one point that then got repurposed? I feel like this is a particular scene where if I had played Lobotomy Corp, it would make a lot more sense. But I think as standalone, it is very engaging still, right? Like, if you had played Lobotomy Corp, you would be like, oh my god, it's the people from the thing, or whatever. But having not played that, you're instead left with, like, a bunch of questions that you need to know the answer for. Yeah, and from what you've told me of Lobotomy Corp, like, it might be very useful to go into that game with, like, some of the background knowledge, just because that way you're able to stay more invested in it, even though it can sometimes be a bit of a slog. Because I think you mentioned, like, the first time you talked to me about it, that it can sometimes get a little brutal. Yeah. So... The sword. I love this. The little eyes, too, to indicate that they all have, like, sentience and personalities. Yasad is wrapped in bandages. Very cool. Just weird. Why would you need to wrap a machine up like that? But that's what I'm worried about. Anyway, we can continue now, before I get too distracted just looking at things. Oh, I like, look at the legs, too. They're all like, oh, there's a name for that type of leg, but it's like animals usually have that type of leg. Digitigrade, yeah, I think that's what it is. Which is fun. Yeah. But, like, I don't know, the more animalistic legs, if I were to read into it, I would say that whoever crafted these contraptions to have people inside of, probably didn't see them as people very much anymore. That would be my call, that they didn't put effort into trying to make this body comfortable for the brain they were putting into it, like familiar, if I was going to read into it. But obviously sometimes you read into things and everyone's like, that's went a little far there, you know. Read into it too much. You don't want to read into it too much, so I withhold judgment for now.
Feel free to act upon your wishes. Angela, a machine consumed by desires. You cannot take this path.
I decide what I can or can't do now. You can't cling to Lobotomy Corporation forever. Aren't you interested in learning more about yourself or living your own life? My life, it was to save humanity. That's why I could willingly sacrifice my life. It was for a greater cause. What a bunch of idiots.
Seems another storm swept by.
I gave away my 2 previous lives trying to save people, and I'm willing to do it again for a 3rd time. We withstood all those hardships and trials for the sake of humanity. Do we look like idiots to you, too, Roland?
Well, it's not like I know enough of the details. Don't get this whole saving humanity thing either. But if that's what you sincerely hoped for, who am I to judge?
Of course I'm sincere. Please leave me be for a bit. I need some time to think.
Alright, you do look like you need some rest. Remember, deep breaths, okay? Oh, and you don't have to be too courteous with me when we talk. Just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah. Wow. Wow, that whole thing about not knowing that when block goes unopposed, it does nothing, really fucking changed some shit for me. That was very helpful to know. It was probably told to me at some point, but I forgot. Yeah.
Your book delivery is here. Tidied up my clothes in advance this time, too.
Oh, greetings, Angela's lapdog.
Come on, still at it with that?
The books you brought me last time were interesting, to say the least. I learned that the technologies employed in the backstreets were interwoven in a disorderly manner. From crude equipment made of junk to clothes woven from antimatter, all kinds of technologies of various levels of advancement can be seen.
There's cutting-edge tech out there, but only a few get to benefit from it.
I assume wealth is the determining factor.
We are in an era where rich people don't have to worry about any disease. We have all sorts of cures now, too. Granted, you have the cash to buy them. And then we have people playing God with those technologies called singularities. What was Lobotomy Corp's singularity, by the way? The corp's gone now anyway, so no one's gonna sue us for spilling the beans.
Aren't you shameless? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you.
Hey, stop treating me like an idiot. I'm not that stupid, you know?
Lobotomy Corporation's singularity was physically manifesting the human mind, an abstract concept. Converting human emotions to physical energy, in the same vein as the library. Human emotions can be interpreted as a complex mess. That mass is built up through experiences. When emotions are heightened enough, a page will be chosen. A spot is reserved for a person's book. It is a comprehensive manifestation of their ego. As the battle becomes fiercer and the combatants get agitated, the egos will grow intense and allow their mental states to be physically expressed.
Physically manifesting the mind, huh? Certainly seems similar to the distortion.
What did you just say?
Oh, nothing, just a bit of monologue. Anyway, that sure sounds like a singularity, alright. Impressive indeed. You know, makes me wonder. Malkuth said you guys were part of a project that aimed to save humanity, right?
That is true.
What kind of saving was that all about, really? Make money rain from the sky or something? That'd save everyone for sure.
It can't be compared to such ridiculous nonsense, and clearly you have no idea what inflation is. And you have no right to talk so lightly about the sacrifices we made.
Whoa, alright, calm down now. Sheesh, can't even crack a joke around here.
We sought to cure the mind. Carmen was the leader of our research team. She said every person in the city had a diseased mind, and that the disease was so severe, humanity would slowly lead itself to self-destruction at this rate. And that the disease was so severe, the humanity was slowly lead itself. Okay, figured it out. She described the situation as no better than lemmings willingly jumping into a pit of fire.
What? She smells a lot like a shady cult leader, according to my tingling fixer sense. And everyone agreed to what she said, just like that?
And now you're taking me for a fool. Of course, there were quantitative indices to scientifically prove her claim. I suppose it would be useless to describe them to you in detail.
Okay, Egghead, setting that aside, did you guys succeed with that goal of saving humanity?
You never cease to annoy me. If we succeeded, we wouldn't be here doing this.
Oh, yeah, fair point.
The fact that we failed to save humanity is not what makes me upset the most. We've committed countless sins, all in the name of a single righteous purpose, saving humanity. We convinced ourselves that we had no other choice. We performed unethical experiments and knowingly drove employees to death in a Lobotomy Corporation. We tolerated all those vile deeds for a greater good. But all of that is about to be for naught. What will be made of their sacrifices? All the pain me and my colleagues endured. Angela ruined it all.
Fatigued already. What a shame. My employees and I are up for more. Don't be ridiculous. I'll kill you for sure this time.
Oh shit, that's me. Dana, not even you will manage to break through our combined effort.
You raise a valid concern. It is true, even I cannot stop all of you in such a short time. We will need to act quickly, Angela.
I was just about to do something about it. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shucks. The Clyfoth deterrence is being lowered. She's overriding my authority on the system.
Oh, fuck. That's me. Oh, this is the artist guy, isn't it? Isn't it? Okay. Oh, God. The abnormalities are breaching. All Sephiroth and personnel, please follow my lead. The control team will be in command now. Hakma and the architecture team, please stop Angela from taking over all the systems.
Understood.
There's Hakma. Gibura and the disciplinary team, please keep Bina at bay. Is it Bina or Bina? Bina? Well, whatever. Okay, yeah.
You bet. Leave this to me.
Ooh, okay, so the sword was this person's. Is back. Oh, gosh. That's so cool. Anyway, sorry. Hod and the training team, provide the employees with the right manual and information. Hod is someone we've met before. I cannot remember who the fuck that is. Oh, right. Thank you. By the way, I got so tired of this. I'm writing notes now about the voices that I do for different characters. I should have done that earlier, but I didn't. Attention to all employees. This is a Type X emergency protocol. Please act accordingly to the following instructions. Netzach and the safety team, please focus on treating the wounded. That was wrong. That was the wrong voice. Can I fix it? It's hard to do all of these back to back. What? That's crazy. Netzach and the safety team, please focus on treating the wounded. I think that was better. Alright. Oh, sorry, not even alright. Alright, I'll try to take care of them as quickly as I can. Yasad and the information team, please identify the weaknesses of the escaping or... God, I'm really having trouble today. Yasad and the information team, please identify the weaknesses of the escaping abnormalities right away. I will analyze them all with the utmost precision. Oh god, how do you say that name? Hesed, okay. Hesed and the welfare team, please work on restoring the what the fuck is that? Clyfoth? Okay. Hesed and the welfare team, please work on restoring the Clyfoth. I fucking hate this. I'm gonna try it again. Okay. Hesed and the welfare team, please work on restoring the... How do you say it again? Clyfoth. Okay. Hesed and the welfare team, please work on restoring the Clyfoth deterrence as soon as possible.
Will do. This one is my fault after all.
No time to feel guilty, Hesed. Tifereth and the Central Command team, please support everyone with your resourcefulness.
I was gonna, no need to say it. It brings me joy to see you act in such coordination. Now, try and stop us till the end.
You will never understand how we desperately struggled to stop her from snuffing out our light, and the guilt we feel from compromising at the end.
You're right, I won't. All I care about is helping Angela. I want her to achieve her goal, you know?
So you simply want the results, whatever the process may entail. You're no different from Angela in that you only care about your own well-being. You're despicable. A typical example of an inhabitant of the city suffering from the disease of the mind. You use the technologies the city has to offer for your immediate convenience, not knowing or caring about the sacrifices those technologies were built upon. Not knowing that you're bringing about your own demise.
Oh, so that's what the whole diseased mind thing was about. I should value the process more than the result. Huh, you were a bunch of dreamers and snobs all along. I bet you're from one of the nests. Look, I know better than anyone about the price of those technologies and singularities. Diseased mind my ass. And your point about people using singularities without knowing how they really work? That's because they literally have no other option. The corporates have concealed so much from the consumers, eventually they gave up inquiring. Because they're tired. They're already busy sustaining their everyday life.
It appears that I'm not getting through to you.
Oh, what a coincidence. I was thinking the same thing too.
No matter what you say, I do not want to turn a blind eye to this reality, nor conform to it. I still ship them. I'll say it. Oh, this one seems more story progression to me because it has the Lobotomy Corp book. So let's do this one first. We might have to do that fight again if we lose one of these. Send. Oh. Stray dog, young me. Well, I think I should take one, you take two. Sure. Okay, yeah, I was mostly, interpreting in my head how I wanted him to sound, and I'm debating whether or not to get silly with it. What do you think? Should I get silly with it? Oh, perfect. Okay, we're gonna definitely get silly with it.
Bastards like you need some beating. Get it into your thin skull.
That's enough, Gyeongmi. Beating them to death won't do us any good. District 22 may be our turf, and these chumps you're beating to a pulp may be from Zwei Section 6, but we're talking about an association here. We're gonna be in even bigger trouble if you kill them all.
Walter! If only that bastard kept his promise, we wouldn't have gotten into this mess. We needed the floor plan of L-Corp's nest. The Zwei had it. We should teach these fuckers a lesson on how important it is to keep your promises.
Night will fall soon. Sweepers could come for our asses any second now. And the Thumb wouldn't even contact us. We shed blood gathering intel on the distortion for that bastard Walter, and this is how he repays us? Those zealots at the Church of Gears took out more than half our syndicate. Their leader was an inhuman freak, alright. We worked our asses off securing the goods from the church, and for what? If we can't hand over the floor plan of L-Corp's nests to the Thumb, all that's left for us is to get purged by the Thumb for failing our job. Shouldn't have made a deal with an association in the first place. At least Walter was a sensible one. Maybe something happened to him. He might have been a cunning old fart, but he was still the director of Zwei Section 6. Besides, he'd usually leave field jobs to his men. Doesn't make sense for him to die all too suddenly. Anything can happen. For fuck's sake, you really killed them all. That's one more option for us. You've done it again. Flew into blind rage and crushed their bones and guts to a pulp. Young me, even if they're a bunch of small fry from Section 6, killing this many of them might get Section 2 or 3 to chase us down. Zwei could send an army of fixers at us now.
These sons of bitches needed to understand what the weight of a promise is.
I hope you have a backup plan for when the Zwei come to thank us for that lesson.
Just look at this.
An envelope. The rumored invitation to that library. Hold on. Among the books of the day they listed, there's the Book of Walter? So that's what happened? You had a plan after all. What? Young me! So you already knew that Walter died in the library and still pulverized Section 6?
It's about sending a damn message.
Syndicates have a tendency to kill more than they need to, unlike fixers. They cause trouble just because they feel like it. Anyway, what were they trying to do, getting Sweepers and the Thumb involved?
I might know about the Sweepers.
You do? Well, I guess they are infamous.
I saw them tear humans to pieces and use them as fuel. Are they like that in real life, too?
Sort of. One Sweeper is tough as is, but what's really scary is their organizational power. They crawl out of the woodwork every night and clean the back streets. We can't even guess how many of them there are. No matter how many we take down, more would show up the next night. Think we can make it back in time? Isn't it a bit tight? It is, but we'll probably get back just in time.
Greetings, dear guests. I am Angela, the director and librarian of my role's namesake.
Scratch that. Just let us in. We're in a hurry.
You are rather impatient, I see.
I said shut up and let us in. Now.
May you find your book in this place. Okay. What do they have going on here? Oh, we got new hats. I'll have to go look at those.
Isn't it annoying?
To listen to your silly chirping?
To deal with the things those guests say, I mean. A lot of them don't hesitate to spout harsh words at you. I'm surprised you can withstand it all.
They're our precious guests we invited, so it's only fair to treat them as such. Besides, I'm already used to keeping others pleased in conversation. Are you?
I envy that professionalism of yours.
I suppose that's true.
Maybe you should give a lecture on hospitality to all the restaurant owners in the back streets someday. They could really learn a thing or two from you. But still, it's probably a lot easier on you to be more flexible with greeting guests, rather than sticking to the same polite attitude.
I'll take note of that.
Sure.
Big Sis, you've seen the message from T-Corp, right?
Okay, do you want to give me a hint as to what you think I should do here? When we get that... Oh, fucker, I'm about to vomit.
She threw a huge drinking party with her friends from the same corner of the back streets last night. They occupied the whole pub and got wasted all night, I heard. Just how much did you drink this time?
Well, Wayne, my head's still ringing from the hangover, so keep the lecture for later, yeah? Maybe in, like, an hour or so.
And what's this? The receipt says... You used our office funds to pay for it, too.
Thank you for utilizing Warp services, as always. The next train departing is Warp Train UW 2112. 2112. Could that make sense? 212. All passengers, please check your pass and make sure you are in the correct carriage for travel. And remember, watch for it, warn us. We'll all be good.
Seems it's our turn now.
I always feel ill and out of sorts when I board Warp's trains.
Just don't make an arse of yourself like the last time. Anyway.
Oh, that means that guy's British. You're fucking it up.
This request is rather unexpected. One from our corp of all places. Isn't it something right dangerous if our corp has to request another party to do the job? They might just be using a no-name office like us to bait to test the waters before they do it themselves.
Say, who's the client for that request?
The captain of the rabbit team herself.
You kids might be thinking I'm just an easygoing drunkard, but every action of mine is calculated, you see?
Here she goes again.
That mule lass is an old mate of mine. I drank with her just yesterday.
You mean...
Says she's got an easy job for me. Says all I gotta do is give her a small cut of the rewards.
No wonder you're so proud about going out for a drink.
I was in a rather good mood, so I let her down like a king and paid for all that with the office card.
Is Mio a trustworthy person?
She acts like a hot-headed lass, but she's actually pretty nice deep inside once you get to know her.
I swear down I'll curse you for the rest of my life if it turns out to be weird nonsense again.
All passengers, please board Warp Train UW 212.
It's nice to be on a vacation after so long.
This is our first time taking a warp ride. Is everything gonna be okay?
You're such a worrywart, darling. So many people use warp every day.
I heard there were several accidents when they were first starting out.
You can just stay by my side and keep your eyes closed if you're so worried silly.
Okay, I'll stick fast to you and hold tight.
Take care of the mess if I happen to vomit on this carriage, Rain.
Big sis, please.
Attention all passengers, please fasten your seatbelts.
We're departing now.
Wait, I've always wondered, what's the point of these seatbelts?
Courtesy, I suppose. Who knows? Might actually be better than nothing.
We will be initiating the warp in 10 minutes.
Oh, you're clinging onto me like a baby.
Well, you never know.
We'll be there just 10 seconds after the train starts, but you're cute, so I'll let you be.
They're gonna die. Why do we have to sit right behind those two lousy lovebirds?
Shh, shut it, they'll hear us.
Please do not open the doors while the train is in warp.
I'll be taking a nap. Wake me up when we're there.
It's going to take less than 10 minutes anyway.
Whatever.
Big sis, wake up.
Hell, what's it this time?
Something seems to have gone wrong. It's been an hour since we departed, but the train hasn't arrived at its stop.
What's happening, Mary? You said we'd be there in just 10 seconds.
That's strange. It shouldn't take any longer than that.
Oh no. 6 hours in.
Bollocks, did we get unlucky or what?
Warp hasn't had any accidents in the last 10 years, though. We might end up getting trapped here.
We're breaking through that door if anything goes wrong.
You're insane! The warning said you'll get sucked out into space if we try to open the doors while the train's in warp.
17 hours in.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Where are we?
I can't even take off this seatbelt.
Tommy, everything will be fine soon enough. I'm sorry, it's my fault for asking to take a warp train. The train seems to be operating still.
Oi, take out your tools now. We're cutting off this bloody seatbelt.
31 hours in.
Bloody hell, this is driving me nuts. 300 poor souls are trapped in here and they do fuck all about it.
The atmosphere's getting eerie. Everyone seems more sensitive than usual.
Yeah, I would be too after 31 hours in this thing.
What's funnier is that I'm not feeling any thirst or hunger, even though we haven't had anything in the last 31 hours.
Won't even leave a dent on this bloody door.
Guess we really are trapped. I don't see a way out. All we can do is wait. Looks like the others are slowly losing their minds, too.
Oi, how about a gamble?
What do you mean, a gamble?
I'm saying, maybe we use this.
An invitation?
It's the stuff I got from Mia. Never thought I'd use it until now.
Here's my pen. I'd do anything to get out of this train, too. A malfunction with warp? This could be a huge blow to W Corp's reputation if it ever gets out to the public.
It was supposed to arrive at the destination in only 10 seconds, right?
Yep, the warp trains operating with W Corp Singularity. They can get to any station in 10 seconds, no matter how far away they are. A 30-second delay would be a big enough issue already. And a 30-hour delay? That's gotta be outright fatal to the corporation's trust.
Even a singularity can malfunction, it seems.
I guess no technology is ever really flawless.
Anyway, I might be able to have an unexpected reunion soon enough.
You have any familiar faces in that office?
No.
You mean Mio, the captain of the rabbit team, then?
Yes.
Huh. So you had connection with one of the captains from our corp? That Olga person, knowing her is surprising enough, but you have some impressive networking finesse, too.
Though we probably won't be greeting each other with smiles when we do meet again.
What, you weren't friends with her? You know what, I guess it makes more sense this way.
What did you expect? Did you really think I would have any friends to casually chat with?
I was just wondering. Our corp is different from Fixers on a fundamental level. Their work might seem similar to what Fixers do, but they take on things of a much larger scale, and with a much more professional mentality.
I expect no less from one of the wings.
Aren't you relaxed?
Ugh, now this is teleportation. Much faster and better than W Corp's and singularity. We're going with that because it's in character.
Are we really sure we can proceed so carelessly? You said you got that invitation from our corp.
Mika, shut him up for a bit. I think I'm gonna vomit right here if I hear another beep about him.
Rain is speaking the truth, though. Maybe we should have been more cautious.
Sure. No one is on my side. It's all thanks to my quick judgment that we could escape from that buggered chain.
Creak.
Yeah.
Greetings, dear guests.
Good to see you too, Lassie.
I apologize. We're in a bit of confusion right now, and she's hungover as well.
I understand. I do have experience dealing with drunkards.
Hey, you know what the hell is going on back there?
All I know is that you are our guests, invited to the library. I'm afraid.
She's a bit nicer than what Mio told me.
Do you know her?
You see, we were supposed to dig into the relationship between L Corp and the library. That's what Mio asked us to do.
I see. So that's how you know about me.
You know what's funny, lads? We're talking to a machine, not a person.
Let's not anger her now. We'll just take the books listed on the invitation and leave, okay?
Let's be blunt, Lassie. You know what relationships the library has with L Corp, don't ya? Mio says the fact you're in the library is indisputable evidence that this place is related to L Corp somehow or another.
I'm sure you can find the answer to that in the books you seek.
We're terribly sorry. We'll be going in now.
May you find your book in this place. Yippee! Oh, this can't be. There's no hope here. You always cared for us so much. Why couldn't you take good care of your own life? Oh my god, that's so sad. Even if I could somehow leave this place in one piece, no two would be as welcome as those two were. No.
Any guesses on why our corp cares about this place?
L Corp was a major client of our Corp.
That was not correct.
L Corp was a major client of our Corp, and it disappeared into thin air, so it's natural for them to want to look into it.
A major client of our corp, huh? I guess that makes sense. L Corp and its nest weren't really special in terms of military power. It must have been a very important client for our corp if they were asked to protect a whole nest.
It was a mutual relationship, too. L Corp was supplying all the energy R Corp needed, and W Corp depended on L Corp's energy supply as well.
3 wings in collusion with each other, huh? So much for trickle-down economics.
Yeah.
There's no use complaining to me. I was simply following my orders.
Yeah, employees gotta do whatever their boss tells them to do, whether it's the wings or the back streets.
Oh. The Book of Olga.